Solo lane is ahead, leveraging that prio and then trying to play through sides, either playing through 1-4 or 1-3-1, forcing the enemy team comp, which is very much about team fighting, to actually spread apart and going for these smaller skirmishes and picks instead. A very early dive.
So Jezu hits 3 off this minion, gets it. Treats has the same. Both of them have all of their summoners. You can see Humanoid working his way down here, just outside of vision, but will they continue this dive? It's going to be very dangerous to do in the immediate TP into the exhaust, into Hylissang flashing away. Now Treats can flash, gets the auto attack, looking for the concussive blow. Zap will get the slow as well. Upset has the gravitum, so can stop Treats from advancing any further. He will dash back. Humanoid now rejoins the fray. Flashes forward for the Rune Prison. Jezu's going to trade back onto this. Treats almost down first. Blood will be secured. Razork now looking for the dive as Jezu basically not alive any longer. Razork brings home the thunder and the lightning finds its mark. Certus tries to trade back in, but it's all kinds of wrong here for SK. Underneath the tower, they lose everything in the bottom lane.
3-0 in favor of Fnatic, and oh, things just went so wrong for SK. Great example of them still being proactive, and often you'll see them making a lot of plays around the mid lane, around Humanoid. Hylissang and Razork consistently moving towards that part of the map, as you see an all-in top.
Yeah, Janus hits 6 a little bit before Wonder here. Wonder's going to knock him back, but Janus with the flash chase. Counter flash from Razork. This should be a 1-for-1 trade on the top side. Janux, though,
or not.
The seismic shard movement speed was enough. How SK decides to play the top side of the map from now on.
Now, unfortunately for SK, the second half of the split does not start off super well. When we think about who they're going up against, it's important to recognize that they only have very difficult opponents laying ahead of them. But one of the big things is if they can get a big win, it could be very big as the dive happens.
Stormbringer disables the tower. Jezu retreats, just demolished underneath it. Even their own structures are against them. Upset with another plate, gives the gold to the rest of his team. Thank you very much for Fnatic.
More money into Humanoid. There was that option of giving more money into Upset, but they're saying, you know what? Making sure that we have this side lane threat is more important as an engage happens on the Hylissang.
It's smart from SK. They just pull the trigger and they get a kill onto Jezu. Hylissang perhaps thinking he was a little safer than he was, knowing that his jungler in mid were topside, getting that tower. But Genix with a good movement down catches out Hylissang a little bit unawares there from the Fnatic support. In major leads, 10th in major deficits. They spend the majority of their early games and the majority of their games behind. And once again, it's begun this way for them here. We have to see if they can fight back in the mid game, but right now, Fnatic are just not giving them a moment to breathe. Gilius stops breathing, he's back to the fountain. Humanoid now chasing Treats and Genax down in a 2v1. He continues to advance. Everfrost already complete on the Fnatic mid lane.
Back to mid, they can then start threatening that tower. Just overall, very clean, very smart play that we're seeing from Fnatic. Nothing too crazy. You can see like very straightforward, very simple macro, but when you have a lead, this is the type of performance that you want to be seeing, right? Just clean execution.
And Certus almost cleanly executed there by Razork as he dived underneath the tower, will be forced away. For anyone who was as confused as I was by the little world's icon above a minion, that's the Sigil of Malice from the Championship LeBlanc skin.
Oh yeah.
It's not a skin I've seen too often as Genax, flashed away by Upset. There's some clean reaction times from the AD carry.
Yes, it was. I thought you had more. I don't know.
No? I'm trying to end things earlier.
Okay.
So I feel if I do more, then I take up your time, you know?
Okay, well, here we go. Go again.
Hylissang goes in. Gilius, stun. Solar Flare connects. Upset hits with the Calibrum. And Wonder hits with the final damage.
Death befalls Gilius as Fnatic find themselves another pick. They will get themselves the mid-tier 1. They're working on the mid-tier 2, and it's just a one-sided affair. They're going for more kills. Razork could lose his life.
He's gonna lose his life here underneath the towers. Jezu will take him out, gets excited, but the tower will still fall. And Treats and Jezu have to respect the fact that Fnatic are still a hefty sum of gold.
Right. We don't need to overstay. If we give them shutdowns, that's a very easy way for SK to come back into the game. So let's not risk it. Good respect being shown. Just, it's hard to criticize Fnatic. And the question is, can they now close it out as the Baron really becomes the next objective that spawns in a minute's time.
Genax and Certus waiting in. Line and wait for Wonder as he gets locked up. He's going to try and trade it back, but he just doesn't have the damage. Certus will take him. Fnatic, no Baron on the card.
Fnatic, and so it makes sense that SK is going for these types of plays. They're looking for these types of picks, and now they may very well be able to get a kill of their own as Humanoid is going after Genax.
So Genax has plated steel caps in terms of resistances. Ryze does not do physical damage, but yes, unsurprisingly, the mage does magic damage. And with that, he was able to fell Genax no matter how big he may be. Solar Flare now connects onto Treats. He will be able to dash away here on the Braum, stands beside Gilius and escapes for a...
Now, with no teleports available, being bled out of their own jungle, Fnatic move back into the top side and look to deny this vision. Mid is being pushed.
They're on a ward. Genax gets the ultimate onto the backline, but look at how tanky this Rise is. Razork's knocked back. Humanoid ate everything in that fight and is still above half HP and treats. You pop the stopwatch, but you're going to go pop shortly after, you have to feel, as he's chased down, upset on a killing spree. Round warp behind them as Hylissang continues to flash in for the engage. What else but that from Hylissang? The man has no fear, it seems. Wonder and Razork will chase Certus towards the top side. And although SK found the fight, it's Fnatic that find the win.
Humanoid, not only is he very try as you like, it doesn't matter how good your teamfight comp is. I will tank it, and I will deny you every opportunity.
No one was catching mid, so it doesn't really surprise that Fnatic instead decide to play 5 members strong down towards this bottom lane. The Shock Blast hits, and Jezu goes back once again. Realm Warp across, bring the minions as well. Upset had to flash there. Maybe just being a little bit cautious, as he is still unkilled in this game alongside Humanoid. Double inhibs though for Fnatic, and SK going to try and make a play. You have to feel it's Hylissang that instead goes in. They just dive onto Genax. That's the tank who dies first, and that's never a good sign if you're SK. Fnatic clean it up in the base, and they're looking for the win.
5 members still strong for Fnatic. A clean start into a clean finish. Razork will not drop. Wonder just barely stays alive, and that will be game for Fnatic.
Clean as you like, Reddy. Fnatic made a few stumbles, a few misplays, but SK were never in a position to truly punish them. And Fnatic start off the second half of the split with winning ways once again. 7-3 now as they fight for first.
Just a one-sided stomp, honestly. It was from beginning to end. The double back-to-back dives on bot lane, the roam timings on Humanoid. It's just clean.
Yep.
Very, very clean from Fnatic. If they can maintain this level of performance going forward, they are looking like a terrifying team. Of course,